Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. You're listening to the What It Do podcast.
Did I do that last time?
Oh, the phone. Yeah.
But hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the What It Do podcast. In the studio this week is the guys throwing down the WEST TEXAS SHAKEDOwn. If you please introduce yourself, Mr.
Oh, I'm Raymond GARCIA.
Raymond Garcia, and he brought a guest with him.
Sure. Well, I'm his brother, Ron Garcia.
Ron Garcia, man. Hey guys, thanks for coming.
Hey, thanks for the invite.
Oh no, thanks. The invites are easy, you know.
It's the rejection.
It's the rejection that hurts.
No again.
We don't get many rejections, you know, but people are busy. So I'm glad y'all were able to break some time out to come check out the show. And thanks for thanks for coming on.
Yeah,
sweet.
But man, we were talking. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say we're 2 weeks away, right? Is that what that is? 2 weeks away from the shakedown.
Pretty much, yeah.
27th and 28th.
WEST TEXAS SHAKEDOwn.
There it is.
Coming up quick.
It's so cool. I've been a couple of times, man, and I always say, you know what, man, I'm gonna fix up a truck, bro, and bring it out because I'm like, this is badass, you know. You know, I grew up around trucks like that, you know, around some of you guys that were with Exotic Minis and some of the other car clubs that were in town, and I'm like, man, that's fucking badass, bro.
Yeah, it's kind of cool, you know.
Yeah, the hydraulics, the airbags, you know, just the whole thing, and then
When it gets down to putting it together.
oh yeah,
this
I don't
know if I really wanted to do this anymore.
This takes a lot of talent and mechanicking, man. And I'm just
Dedication
like,
for real,
man.
Yeah, that's one thing I tell everybody when they want to do that. Like, hey, it isn't. You just jump in your vehicle and go. I mean, they're like, well, what's better, hydraulics or air? I go,
It's your preference.
it's your preference. I was like, either way, you're gonna have to do some maintenance on it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, some people don't mind. Some people just go through their little phase and move on. You know.
Yeah.
But I mean, being into cars and stuff,
Yeah, it's
you don't grow out of that.
no, heck no. It's like like I say, I'm just a kid with adult money. That's all it is. You know, I buy something I like, I buy it and I fix it up and I do what I want to do. You know, it's great.
Yeah.
You know, of course, my wife is like, "Are you ever gonna grow up?" No, but there ain't no growing up in this house.
There's one thing for sure though is it'll take your money real quick.
Oh man.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
always something to put money into.
Oh yeah.
I know,
Never
man.
stops.
And when you got multiple toys,
Like, dude, that's the mind blowing part, man. It's like, how do you find the time for this stuff? You
Yeah.
know, I was like, you should just have to, right?
Yeah, you gotta
cut some
make that
stuff out.
time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like anything else. It's a passion. You're gonna do it. If you know you enjoy it, you love it, you're gonna find time for it.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? That's
very
true.
true.
That
You
is
hear
true.
that, C10? Sitting in the backyard? I'm eventually one day going to get to you.
And that's a good one to have right there. That's C10.
I cut the grass around you.
Oh, yeah, bro. I make sure I
That's
get under
real
it.
right there.
That's so hilarious. I even bring out the blower because I blow the grass off the wheels and shit. And I'm like, how much should I get to you?
When you first got it though, you were like all over it, man. He was like,
Oh, yeah.
take the bed off and just let's go through this whole thing. But then after a while, you know, it's not you're not as hyper focused on it.
Yeah.
And then the problem is something else kind of creeps
life
in.
gets in the way, and it's just.
Yeah.
And then, man, we just don't have the wrecking yards like we used to. You know, where you can go and get, hey, man, you know what? I need a rear end. I need a gas tank, you know. I guess that's what made it easier back in the day. Nowadays, good luck. You know, they got LMC, but everything takes a while to get to you.
Lord. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna cost them.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Or you get Chinese parts. They're just like, oh, man, you know what? I think I can make that work.
Yeah.
And then you come and you put it on, you're like, damn, the bolt holes don't even line up.
Yeah.
True.
So, hey, kudos to y'all, because I know you have to do the mechanicking, the welding, the fabrication, do all that stuff. You know, I was at Nick's shop, you know, I dropped off a car for him to get worked on. He showed me that mini truck that it's got the bed that lifts up on it, you know, and it does this whole little thing. And I'm sitting there looking at it, and I'm like, who sat down and figured this out? You know, I was like, this is badass. But I'm like, it's funny because I'm like, we all barely graduated high school, but yet we're fabricating things that are just like, hey, how did you put that together? Oh, I figured it out.
If your shop teacher could see you now.
I know. He's like, boy, them kids couldn't work even well. I mean, forget algebra. I was like, you have to know math to do that. And I'm like, hey, man, 2 + 2 equals.
Can't even read a measuring tape.
Yeah, 2 + 2 equals this long.
I'll tell you what, man. I told my dad a long time ago. He bought me my first mini truck, and I never forget when he brought it home. I was just like, I said, I don't want that piece. And he just like, I said, I wanted this one, and you know, being a spoiled brat, you know what I mean? And we got it together, and then we would go to a heat wave out there in Austin. And I told him I want my truck like that. Got down there and looked. He was like, nah, that's a lot of cutting. That's a lot of, we're not going to mess it up. What happened when I got it?
Yeah.
I messed it up.
That's hilarious,
I
man.
put it on there right. One thing went wrong with the engine, and it turned into a big old project.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I blew a head gasket. Head gasket came off.
Hey, but then he made you fix it, right?
Hey, it was mine already.
It was yours already.
So it wasn't that.
That's hilarious.
He didn't make me fix it.
Yeah.
He couldn't tell me no. I couldn't do it.
Oh, man. 'Cause I remember my first truck, and I took that out to the lake. We went mudding, you know? And I just like, man, I'm going to go to this ditch. You know, I got water inside the throttle. Man, I locked that motor down, dog. Locked it down. Next thing you know, there's my brother. He's pulling me in this little small Isuzu rodeo.
Oh, yeah.
With the chain, bro. He's towed it all the way to the house.
What'd you have?
It was a 88 Chevy 3/4 ton.
Oh,
2-wheel drive.
Damn, that rodeo pulled you up.
Yeah, bro. Dude, okay, I got to give those little Isuzus some fucking props, bro, because those things can move, man. I was blown away. I was so blown away, I wanted to sell my truck and get an Isuzu rodeo. So I'm like, dude, that thing goes everywhere. Yeah. So it was better than Jeeps, bro. But anyways, like I get it home, right? And my dad's like, what happened to the truck? And I'm like, well, you know. I was like, I'm not going to lie to you, but I went through a ditch and I got some water through the carburetor and it locked that goddamn motor down. We pulled plugs and everything. It was shot, dude. It was done. And he's like, I'm not buying you another truck. And I'm like, nah, Dad, I understand, but can you buy me another motor? He's like, can you fix it? He's like, oh, I'm not touching the truck. He was like, how much money you got saved up? And I'm like, I don't know, like $1,000, man. I was working at Sonic, And he's like, oh, that's enough. I was like, what do you mean that's enough? Well, I didn't know this, but he's like, there's a place in Abilene. They're closed now. Engine Wholesale Distributors. Bro, I'm 17 years old, 16 years old. No license, no nothing. Next thing, I got an engine hoist, and that motor's out of that truck. By myself. He's yelling at me while I'm doing it, because he's like, look at te cuesta, all this time, look at you. And I was like, I brought you a perfectly good running truck. I was like, man, this whole time, bro, I was like,
it's easy to tear them apart, though.
Oh yeah. So we got it, man. This whole time I'm being chastised, dude. He's like nonstop chastising me. We loaded up the back of his truck. We put the motor in the middle of a tire, Here we go. We're off to Abilene. He made me stop, bro, and buy him a burrito at Town and Country and fill up his truck. We get all the way down there. I bought a motor, dog, a long block motor for $800.
Wow.
That's a deal.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, man, well, I'm in the juice, He's like, you got to fill the truck back up. I was like, shit. So we got it all the way back, bro, to the house. I had that motor replaced over in a weekend.
Damn.
Well, my dad, he left me alone after that. He's like, see if you'll break that one. I was like, shit, no, I'm going to baby this one.
Where's that water pump?
Yeah, bro. So, lucky for me, that's the first time, it was sink or swim. He's like, I'm not helping you.
Oh, yeah.
I will take you to get the motor. I will take you to bring it back. But I bought you a running truck, And I was like, all right, Dad. And this whole time while I'm sitting there trying to, put the timing on this truck, and I'm trying to figure it out. And he's like, that's not how you do it. Ooh. And I'm like, Dad, if you would just tell me. He was like, I didn't fuck the truck up. And I was like, oh, Dad, I love you, but you're being too much.
This was the beginning of your mechanicking career?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, I was like, hey, you got to learn how to figure it out. I was, best thing he told me.
It's already fucked up.
That's exactly what he said. He's like, yeah, it's already fucked up. You can't fuck it up anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ¿sabes qué? You're right. Yeah. I was like, oh, I'm over here looking at like books and stuff, and I'm sure because it was before the internet, bro.
Yeah.
I can't download. I can't go on YouTube University and learn nothing.
Mm-hmm. What are those manuals that they used to sell? Was JC WID?
Those Haynes manuals.
Yeah, you go. Yeah. But man, back in the day, like I would literally call to AutoZone, or I could call, one of the a parts place and be like, hey man, I'm having an issue here. They can talk to me over the phone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, get that number 1 cylinder at top dead center. And I was like, well, how do I know that? Because it's a 4-cylinder. So when I know if the intake's up or the exhaust is up, he's like, well, this one's the intake rocker. This is the exhaust. I was like, oh shit. So I'm sitting there, I'm cranking on this motor. I'm watching the rockers come up and down. I'm like, top dead center. Fucking, I put all my shit together, turn it on, and pow, it backfires on me. And he's like, I was like, what the fuck, man? I was like, you told me wrong. He's like, what did it do? He's like, it backfired. He's like, oh, you're 180 degrees. off on the. I was like, oh, he was put your distributor off, turn 180 degrees, pop it back in, and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. But hey, you know what?
You can't
I don't
ask
know
him
what
that.
I'm doing.
You know, you can't ask him that no more.
No, hell no. He's like, what year, make, and model? Is it 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive?
The famous words.
Yeah.
Read the screen. Oh my God.
So it gives me, man, it gives me some kind of pride, you know, when I sit there, I'm like, watch these kids, and then they put these trucks together, and I'm like, I'm over struggling with the engine, right? But they're putting hydraulics on cars.
You know, that was the whole purpose for this show. It was the whole purpose for this show to be created and to bring it to Angelo and to try to do a little format.
Yeah.
You know, we had shows. West Texas Shakedown isn't our first show for exotic minis. Way back in the day, man, we used to name our shows Exotic Minis Custom Car Show. Well, it got to the point, you know, we did it several years. And it got to the point where everything rolling down the road that was kind of cool looking, oh, it's an Exotic Minis. And we're like, oh, no, dude, that's like our group. That's like our club. Not everything that rolls down there looking cool is an Exotic Mini. Right. Time out. But because we titled the show Exotic Minis, you know, apostrophe S, you know, Custom Car Show, everybody that, you know, isn't in the car world thought that everything rolling down the street was an exotic mini.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like when you see a lowrider. Oh, that's a lowrider.
Yes.
Oh, that's an exotic.
Yeah.
You're like,
You know what?
It's like, we're not the same.
When I was younger, I mean, they were mini trucks, right?
Yeah.
But everybody always called them exotic mini trucks.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
but that's what everybody was
Hey,
doing.
man,
Is
that's
they
kinda
were
cool,
taking
though, you know?
y'all's name and just applying it to that because that's what they thought it was. They're like, no, it's a mini truck. Oh, I didn't know any better either. I was like, oh yeah, it's an exotic mini truck.
Yeah.
But now that's the club. There is a thing called a mini truck, but that's different.
But that's pretty cool, though, right? When your brand becomes a household name. You know?
It's man, you got to humble yourself, man. It's kind of crazy. It is, man. And you look back at the years, and we look back at the years, and we talk about it. We sit there, and we're like, wow, man, you know, from where it started to where it's at now, wow, you know. So kind of molding and creating a culture. I'm glad that our group has done that.
Yeah.
Sad part is, I'll be honest, man. Sad part is, any show you do, anything like this you do, man, you run through people. Sometimes it gets too heavy. And you got to be strong, man, because you got to get that mindset and be like, hey, man, this isn't about our group anymore. This is like inspiring others and then keeping them in the game.
You gotta think about the community.
Yeah, you know, you're creating a culture.
Yes.
You know, and with West Texas Shakedown, when we brought West Texas Shakedown, decided, hey, what are we going to name this thing, man? We got to put a name on it because we can't put our club name or else it's going to happen again. You know, even though we would like to get the credit for it like that, but what do we name it? Now I'm talking about some crazy names came out, bro. You know, it was just, at the end of the day, bam, West Texas Shakedown. We had to put West Texas on there in order to create the location. Because everything, dude, everything that's about custom cars and everything that's been hidden in the past, it ain't been in West Texas, right? It's been East Texas, South Texas, you know, out there in Houston, Dallas, Fort Worth. You start, you know, running up north to, you know, Kansas, Wichita, Kansas. You start running Louisiana, you know, everything California. You know, who's going to forget California? We always look to the west. Yeah. You know, whether
even Phoenix has a pretty big one too.
Yeah. So whether you like to or not, give these people credit, dude. It comes from everywhere else. So when we decided to bring this together like this again, we're like, we got to say West Texas.
Yeah.
Well, dude, look at it now. You got people in Lubbock calling West Texas. You got people in Midland, Odessa calling, you know, titling their shows West Texas. You know, and I'm like, oh man, y'all just riding the wagon, bro.
Yeah.
You know, but okay,
hey, man,
cool.
bring this wagon for you.
You know, I'm
jump
like,
on this bandwagon.
Yeah, I'm like, well, you know what? Cool, bro. It's cool to see that what we decided and what we created is solid.
Yeah.
And it's working.
Yeah.
You know, and has worked.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, man. The name's fire.
yeah.
Oh,
It's fire because, I mean, and I'll be completely honest. When I first heard about it, you know, when y'all changed, when it became West Texas Shakedown, I was like, oh dang, they brought a big car show to town, you know, and I'm like, I didn't at the time, I didn't know that it was people in San Angelo that were throwing it,
Right.
You know, I'm like, oh man, so the name alone was like, for me anyways, I'm like, oh damn, it's gonna be a badass show. You
And
know?
that was one of the names thrown out there too, the Showdown.
Oh, okay.
I
It
was
was
gonna.
thrown out there. That was one name that we had. I think it was one of the final. It was the Showdown or the Shakedown.
Uh-huh.
And then, man, we just went with Shakedown, and the first Shakedown was at the San Angelo Stadium, in the parking lot.
Yeah.
That was the first.
That was the first one.
That was the first Shakedown.
Dang.
And then from there, we went back to the fairgrounds, Coliseum,
Oh, okay.
and that's where it all started. When we came back with it,
Yeah.
as Shakedown.
When y'all were trying to come up with the name, what was the craziest one that sticks out to you? Like this was just like, okay,
bro.
we can't call it that, guys. Not that. Desert.
No, it was oh God, no. One was Cool Out.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And no, man, that sounds
It's too hot out here to be cool out.
I was like, nah.
That doesn't sound West Texas at all.
Yeah, and really, one was man, I can't remember Redemption, and I was like, dude, no, man, I don't know.
Sounds like we're mad.
Yeah,
And then we had one that was with Concho Valley something. We're like, nah, that ain't gonna work either.
and we're trying to make it to where people understood that good old San Angelo with no interstate, banging around 100,000 people. Who's going to come out here? Why? What? What's going to catch them, bro? What's going to hook them?
Something's gotta pop.
We got to throw that bait out there and just reel them in.
We
And
want
then-
this bitch regional.
Yeah,
We're going to take a whole region.
So then when we said West Texas, everybody always says, where's San Angelo?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. I mean, we've been hearing it for years.
Yeah.
Where's San Angelo? And I'm sitting there like, we got to pop, man. We got to make it snap. And bam, it's stuck. Thank God it's stuck. It's worked. It's great. We've had other people's mimic it, I kind of did a little copy it.
Yeah.
And still to this day, the way we format, the way we do things, we still got guys here locally, piggybacking, kind of trying to get the groove. Hey, we got to humble ourselves. Can't be mad about it, bro, because, hey, they got a vision too.
Oh, yeah.
So it's awesome. It's awesome that these groups are coming up.
Yeah.
And they're, honestly, they're doing the right thing.
And there's a lot of rides in this town.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a lot of rides, man.
Oh, there really is. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that, man. We're just like, dude, could you, like, who would have thought, right? Lowrider car of the year
And truck of the year.
and truck of the year comes out of San Angelo.
Yeah.
Yep.
San Angelo. How many times in Vegas?
Oh man, I don't even remember.
Like you're thinking it's Vegas. So everybody goes. You got SEMA that's thrown there. You got all kinds of car shows.
Exotic Minis has the truck of the year, right?
Well, yeah, we had Pure Insanity, which the late Armando Hernandez, he was the owner, but the way that truck started, bro, was the club.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mom's
The club.
garage.
A little bitty chic shack garage with a couple of $3 hinges and some sheets of plywood hiding in the truck, bro.
Yeah.
No
and,
kidding.
And you talk about pulling it out, working on the weekends on that thing, and as a group, bro.
Yeah.
So it was like a group project.
Well, it was his project, but everybody
Everyone helped out.
contributed.
Oh, okay.
Pure Insanity was supposed to be a limousine.
Sure.
Really?
That's what it was
Okay.
supposed to
really?
be. Yeah. Pure Insanity was supposed to be a limousine. Somebody beat him to the punch, and he said, I ain't doing that no more.
Right.
Then all of a sudden, it just came out. He was going for the truck of the year. We're like, what? And that truck, a lot of the work was done at our parents' house at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And, man, it was cool. Like, I don't know if y'all look on the internet. You see these, in California, how all the mini trucks are at a house or whatever. There's a lot of videos where the group's working on it. That's what it was at our house.
Oh,
over
yeah.
It was on Far Street.
Yeah.
Right off of MLK, right up the alley from the park.
Yeah.
Man, that street in front of my mom's and dad's house, mini trucks. Around the corner, mini trucks. We had people coming in from everywhere.
Yeah. People from the base.
Yeah.
Hey, I heard there was a place over here, man. You see these military dudes cruise by in their mini trucks, and as soon as they saw us outside, bam. And then, hey, well, it was cool. It was, if we inspired them, that was awesome, man. They gave us fuel because they were like, man, we heard you all the way back in Cali when I was stationed in San Diego, man. Yeah. And we
that's
heard about you
badass.
guys. And we're sitting there like, hey, realize, brother, the only thing you got is a magazine. There's no internet back then.
Oh,
there's
yeah.
There's no media, social media back then, brother. This is really getting out there on paper, and our name's out in the West Coast, and we're sitting there like, dang. So did that encourage the group? Did that encourage Armando?
That's inspiring.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Hell yeah. Hey, they heard about us, man. Wow. Hey, well, let's take it up, bro. Let's do this.
Yeah.
You know, and lo and behold, you know, long story short, man, Exotic Minis helped bring Lowrider Magazine past El Paso, Texas.
Yeah.
But we don't go around popping our collar for that, man. It was just great to see that we had a big part. Alberto Lopez, the past owner of Lowrider Magazine, and I'm going with Lowrider Magazine because that's where we had more success, being Chicanos, you know, Hispanics. You know, we love the mini trucking scene, but if you didn't have the right sport truck, mini truck, you weren't in the scene. So we got kind of pushed to the side. You can't play in our playground, bro, because you're not the right color.
Sure.
So it hurt, bro.
Yeah.
Even when we took it to the game, we came up and played game with them, brother.
Yeah.
And we beat some of the top dogs. And little old, what do you do for a living? Mondo was like, I'm a cook. What do you do for a living? Dude, I wash dishes.
Yeah.
You know, what do you do for a living? I sack groceries. And they're looking at us like, what the hell?
We're still in school.
Yeah. And then you got these dudes with these big shops, and they're like,
There used to be a big shop here in San Angelo on South Bryant?
yeah, that was old Sinister Motorsport.
Sinister,
Old
that's right,
Colt
yeah.
Kessler.
Yeah.
And Colt was a great guy, man. Colt,
He's still in the game too.
yeah. Oh,
Is he really?
Yeah, he's still in the game.
Man.
Big
Colt-
timer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And Colt tells us, I mean, he pushes our show, and now he's in the Metroplex area.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, you know, he talks to, hey, those guys out in West Texas, they may have gone lowrider at one time or the other, but those guys brought it to the scene hard, you know. And then, dude, is it humbling to hear a dude that was in the game and still in the game that hard to talk about our group, Exotic Minis, Inspiring. It's really hard, bro. You can go lowrider and get the respect through lowrider. But to go back and get respect through the trucking scene,
Yeah.
it's a hard run to follow.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to say that, you know, at one point in time, which was early 2000s, late, you know, after Pure Insanity won its third title.
Damn, 3 titles.
Yeah, well, that was back in, 2000, was that 97, 98, 99, 2000?
Yeah.
I believe it was. After Pure Insanity ran its run, because it came up runner-up in 97.
Yeah.
After Pure Insanity made its run, it came back, and at that time, it got political. Armando went with another club, and it was okay because, you know, it gets too political in the game. Everything has its political part, right? So, you know, we saw, hey, he left. Okay, I'll tell you what, man. Group got to back together, rounded up, say, hey, you know, Mondo's already moved on. He took Pure Insanity out, and he's with this other group. Cool. What are we gonna do? Hey, let's go get our respect back, bro. Let's go to that trucking scene again. Let's go kick it, brother. We did it again.
Yeah.
We went in the trucking scene, and it was cool to be able to play ball one more time with those guys and earn their respect. And to this day, I'm happy, and it's cool to say, you go to a lowrider show, they know Exotic Minis.
Yeah.
You swing out, you go to a trucking show, they know Exotic Minis.
That's badass though.
Yeah.
And then the crazy part is, now you go to a hot rod show,
You know.
and you know Exotic Minis.
Yeah.
So we got the love for all vehicles. There's no blind spot for us, man.
So y'all have a little bit of everything in
Of
the Exotic
everything.
Minis.
Yeah. I mean, we kept the title because we accomplished so much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We put so much effort behind it, man. But, you know, as far as having everything, oh, man. And a lot of people don't even know that we're international, man.
Oh yeah.
We got Guam. Guam's been together. They went on 28 years, I believe. 28 years now, 28, 29.
How long has Exotic Minis been a club? Like here in is this the original one here in San Angelo?
Yes, we're based out of here, yeah. We're in 30, we started in 1988.
Wow.
So we're over 30, over 34 years, bro.
Been in
Are
the
y'all
game.
the original?
None of the originals are in still.
Okay.
I think I'm probably the last one. I don't know. When do you call it original? You know, when I wasn't there when the name got chosen and it started. I think I jumped in probably about 6 months afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, there is several. Believe me, bro. I mean, there is several guys that still watch out. Ex club members that still watch out for the club.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Ray, heard about this about you guys, man. What do you think? Or we'll get a call. We'll get a call from Cali. We'll get a call from Nevada. Hey, what do you think, bro? And I'm like, hey, was that what the, is that what the scoop is there? Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. So we got our own members, ex-members that have moved on, but still love the
still look
culture.
out. Yeah.
Hey, they're calling us and they say, hey, I talk about you all the time. We get homies, man, homies that's been locked up. That's all. Hey, my boys in Texas, You're like, oh my God, man, and still to this day we'll get a phone call. And we'll be like, hey, and that holds them down.
Yeah.
So it's crazy to see the years go by.
It's crazy because what was it? Man, I think it was about 2 years ago. Went on vacation in Cali, and I saw a 64 Impala. I was like, man, let me go check this out. My wife's like, are you sure you're gonna go over there? Man, I'm gonna go talk to him, see what's up.
Yeah.
It was in Long Beach. I didn't think the neighborhood was too rough, whatever. I walked up to the dude. It was a black dude. He had a super clean Impala. Talking to him, he's like, where you from? I told him Texas, and he was like, who? You got a club? I was like, yeah, Exotic Means. He was like, what? He knew the name. I was like, damn, cool,
Yeah,
I was like, that's badass. I was like, hell yeah, it made me feel real good. I was like, shit.
The name is known.
Yeah, it's known.
Yeah.
It really is. It's really known. And we've been around, man. We've been through the ups and downs. We've been down to a handful of guys, and then we come back up, and then, and I give props to all the guys around here that want to do their own thing. I don't hate on them. Like, hey, we've been doing it for years. If we fall off the face, hey, we did it. It's always going to be there. West Texas Shakedown, whatever.
Yeah.
It's going to be there, man.
Come on, do your thing, and, let's have fun with it, West Texas Shakedown's been around a long time. Exotic Minis, even longer,
man. It does make you feel good when you hear stuff like that, like, man, I can't wait to, it's happened, of course, just in San Angelo where, we're sitting there walking down, or I'll be at HEB and I hear what it do, and I'm like, last time I was like, who said that? Who said that? Free groceries for you, whoever said that. It pumps you up, man. They're just like, dude, all right, people
definitely
listen.
makes you want to keep going.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Because you get to a point like we have, right, where we get to a point
I don't
where
think
just
nobody's
like,
listening no more.
yeah, man, you kind of get down to the dumps because I don't read none of my comments, good or bad.
I do.
You do. I just don't want to. I don't want to tear me down, know.
Yeah.
So, but when you hear that, especially when you're on the store, you're like, "What it do?" And I'm just like, "Oh man, it fills me with something." I'm like, "Hey man, it just gives me another push." I was like, "Another year, man. Let's just keep going, keep going."
Yeah, that's the way
I am on the
feel.
right track.
That's the way I feel every year about the show, man. I'm just like, God, dog, we got to do this. It's work, God, dog, man. And then at the end of the day, I'm just like, after the show's done, yeah, I'm tired. But just to see that people, like, the amount of people that show up and support us, I'm just like, man, I guess. Let's keep going.
I had a club member that's kind of stepped back for a little bit, and he was talking to me that other day. Ran into him. I said, man, hadn't seen you a bit. Blah, blah, blah. He goes, dude, I remember the first time I went with you, man. You said we're going to go pump up the show. We're going to go to Tyler, Texas, pump up the show. He goes, you were talking all that noise, bro, and I was just kind of looking at you like, what the hell is this guy doing, man? He goes, but you had a vision, man. You had a vision, and then that vision, you made up the rest of us see it, dude. And then once we saw it, what you were talking about, dude, we made it happen, dude.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, dude. It's crazy. It's man, good times. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Clean, good times. You didn't get in trouble. You motivated others. You do this show just that way they can bring it together. So it's awesome, bro. Yeah. Awesome.
I'm sure it keeps the fire burning for you too. Just seeing it, the success of it every year, and it's like, man.
Well, yeah, because I couldn't imagine. I'm sure it's a ton of work because I couldn't imagine doing a show like that. And then when it's done, you're just like this sense of accomplishment. You're like, that's a badass show.
you know, man, I am so happy. I used to tell people. When I would go out trying to pick up sponsors or a vendor or whatnot, we talk to people, right? You got to, right? Bro, I told that guy, it was the guy from Steak Express. I'm going to put a plug in for Steak Express.
Yeah.
Here we go. He gave us a chance here in San Angelo to show him what this event was about.
Uh-huh.
So this guy's like, you know what, man, okay, we're fairer than you in town. Let's try it, So I told him, look, I promise you, you're going to go over there and you're worried about burgers here in town.
Yeah.
I go, but you got locations. And I sold him off. I said, you got locations in Abilene. Got it in the middle of Odessa.
Yeah.
I said, you got it here in San Angelo, bro. I said, don't look at it as an investment for San Angelo. Look at it investment in your region, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, he's, you know, he took a gamble, right? Of course, he's new. He wanted to see what it's
You're
going to
just
do.
a good salesman. That's
And then
all.
bam, bro. You know, here we go. This cat jumped on board, bro. And then at the end of the show, he goes, hey, Ray, you weren't lying, man.
Yeah.
He goes, you hit it. You hit it right there on the spot. 70% of these people at the show are from out of town. 30% is from in town. You know what the cool part is about it now? It ain't like that no more, bro.
Yeah.
Now in town supports it, is grown with it, feels like they're part of it. Bro, it's the hardest warming feeling that you can have.
Oh,
bro.
absolutely, man.
You know, it's like, hell yeah. What-
Isn't that weird how like and it's with a lot of things how it seems like your hardest
Crowd.
the hardest crowd to please is your hometown crowd.
Oh,
Like it seems like the out of town crowd seems to accept you way faster than your hometown crowd. I mean, but you're right. Once the hometown crowd goes ahead and they start to accept you and they start supporting you, that feeling is even better than the out of town
Like,
crowd.
oh, I'm home. You know. 'cause-
Yeah.
And believe
That
me,
is
bro.
an accomplishment.
Yeah, and believe me, bro. I I try to preach to the guys. I said, don't get comfortable, guys, because just like we got it, it can all go away.
Yeah.
It can all go away. So never think that you're higher, better than anybody else, because the next day or tomorrow, it only takes one thing to happen, and it all goes away.
Yeah.
And I am so happy about San Angelo crowd. I'm so happy that the surrounding cities, everybody that comes in around the, you know, from different states, they come to San Angelo, to West Texas Shakedown, bro. And they're like, this is like no other show. The word is, it's like no other show because you got your fair share of lifted trucks, mini trucks, classic trucks, lowrider trucks. Then you have your motorcycles, your bicycles, your hot rods, your rat rods.
Yeah.
You want to see a different variety? Go to the show. But if you're going to be upset and you got a classic, oh, that show just wasn't for me. Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
It's for everybody else. It's for everybody, dude. But you know what? That dude in that classic car, next year, guess where he's at? Hey, man, I'm coming back and enter the car show, man. You know, hell. And he's like, you're all right. You're all right, man. It takes everybody. And it is the more universal show that I personally attend.
Uh-huh.
You know, I go to, you know, I just came back from CTN up in the Metroplex area, up in Gainesville. Bunch of classic trucks.
Okay.
I'm a truck guy. You know, give me a truck. Oh, it doesn't matter what it is. Awesome. Those guys there, they were like, dude, this is cool. I just went to Dallas. They did a truck show up there. A new scene that's coming out. You know, the guys are doing a lot of burnouts. Guys are doing a lot of spinning around and doing, they call it a burnout pit. They're doing figure eights and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
It's a cool deal, bro. It's a cool deal. You know, it's another wave. Those guys, I feel happy, dude. That was the very first time that Exotic Minis, West Texas Shakedown, was presented to anybody. And that's all that was. By the time I left that show that evening, I was cruising back, loading up my golf cart.
Uh-huh.
Bro, passing by, guys whistling at me, you know, hey, and they're throwing up the shirt, West Texas Shakedown. And then another guy yelling at, hey, Raymond, what's up, man? See you later. And I was like, bro, I guarantee you, I've been in the scene for a long time, and I've done different shows.
Uh-huh.
But it was crazy how in 4.5 hours, I was able to sweep that show, work hard. I had a co-pilot with me. Badass. Went out there, and we kicked ass. Represented West Texas Shakedown, represented Exotic Minis. By the time we left that show, we gained a whole lot of new friends, man.
Oh, yeah.
It was awesome to see again,
Oh, that's fucking
again,
cool,
dude.
man.
It was like,
And that's the thing. People don't understand how much footwork we done. I don't do it as much as he does anymore. I'm just like, shh, go ahead. You know, like, he's like, come on, man. I'm like, man, I got my own little shop thing going on, and then, you know, I'm newly married. I say newly married, about 3 years. I'm like, shh, I'm busy with life, like nonstop. I mean, we all are, of course, you know. But I do remember when we first got out there, when I was out there with him, there's a lot of shit talking, like not in a bad way, just BSing with everybody, like hyping them up. And I'm just like, man, I can't believe we was out there doing this stuff, you know. These guys be looking at us like, damn, y'all talk a lot of shit, don't y'all? And then next thing you know, they're like, hey, what's up? You know, cool as hell.
You're their best friend, bro.
Yeah. Y'all that fools over there talking all that shit, right? Yeah. Oh, what's up? You know.
we got to, bro.
Yeah. We were man, the one that shines the most was when we went to what was that? Tex-Mex. Oh man. I guess I went to the second one. I missed the first one. Oh. The second one was at Lake Somerville. Whoo, boy, that was wild. Yeah. Yeah, it was fun. The show started out. It's a decent.
What's that around Lake Somerville?
Towards College Station.
College Station, okay.
Yeah. And it was several times they put it on, right?
Yeah, several times.
So they were like a big known
truck club,
mini trucking club and stuff. And their show was all right. It wasn't real big, but dude, was the party.
The first Tex-Mex was in Katy, Texas, where it was in an old movie theater.
Yeah, that's the one I missed.
And it was just kind of like, I mean, we showed up and we parked there. It was cool. Kind of quiet, kind of cool.
Like in the parking lot?
It was an old movie theater, like
drive-in theater.
Yeah, drive-in
okay,
bro. You know, it was kind of cool. You know, but I mean, of course, it was during the day, and they just used the facility parking grounds, right? It was cool. It happened. It was a great show. You know, we were like, damn man, we drove a long way for that. You know, And then they said we're going to come again. Well, once again, you meet people there. Hey, y'all coming back? We came back and we're like, man, we like the scene. What do you think, dude? And let's go back. They said, hey, Ray, we're going to have it on this side of the lake. Okay, cool. So, man, that thing was rolling. These guys are like, what do you do? What are you thinking, man? I'm like, bro.
And we was young. We was partiers.
We was partiers. I remember those days.
Man. They were like, what do you think, Ray? What are we going to do? I said, bro, it's quiet. I said, but this is at a lake, bro. It's at a lake, man. All I can think is our Lake Nasworth. It's at a lake, Easter Sunday. It's awesome, man. You know, Easter weekend. You know, that's what's going through my head, right? Yeah. And then I'm like, we're going to turn it up.
Dude, it was on.
And they were like, what do you mean? What ideas you got? Man, you start putting shit together. We made our own little beer bongs with a little bow, you know. Shit. And then, we hauled so much beer. We looked like bootleggers going all the way to East Texas, bro. And, dude, I had little, they make fun of this year's flyer because it said hot legs. Yeah, but they had a hot legs contest.
Those are the original contests.
You know, those are the things that can change real quick, bro. So you just label it that. You know what I mean? So it
starts out as hot legs.
You can print that, right? You can print that title, right? Yeah. So I was like, damn, all right, you know. And then the guy goes, hey, what are you thinking, Ray? You know, good to see you came out. I said, yeah, bro, we're good. So we set up our canopies. We put our shakedown. You know, had all our girls wearing the same shirt, West Texas Shakedown, where the East meets the West, and we as a matter of fact, this year we put it back in our artwork where the East meets the West. So our shirts, we'll have that on there this year. Yeah. So we had that little skit right there, and then, you know, everybody's like, why'd you print booty shorts? What the heck is that? You know, and then I'm like, you think booty shorts are crazy? Look at these thongs, bro. And they're like, what the heck are you planning, bro? I'm like, dude, they're going to have a hot legs contest, bro. I guarantee.
Hey, do we already have those nut rags too?
Oh, yeah, we had the official nut rags, bro. And everybody's like, what? And then we made the official. If you have one, if somebody has one, man, it's cool. We made the official wet kitty rag.
Oh
yeah. It was called the wet pussy rag, but you know, it had a cat drenched, bro, all pissed off. I mean, you see it, you're like, this is man cave stuff, bro. I'm gonna go that's so we threw all this stuff out there, man, and we were like the life of the party, man. And then you know, everybody through the lake started cruising and whatnot, and then we're like, hey, come on, man.
This was the sun's going down.
Yeah,
too.
sun's going down.
It's about
bro.
to get bad, huh?
Yeah, and it was like, hey, beer chug time, bro. Man, what do you get? Hey, if you win, you get one of these nut rags. Oh, we had a whole line, bro. Free beer, possibly win a nut rag. I mean, come on, man. It was just kind of.
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win. I'm walking away with something, and if I'd have lost, I walked away with some beer, man. You know? So it was kind of crazy.
Free beer, man. They were like, free beer? What the hell?
Bro, what the hell, man? Where y'all from?
Exactly.
Straight up, where y'all from?
Yeah.
Who you repping? And
West Texas.
that's it, man. There it is. And we all of our group was wearing the gear and shit. Well, they get up there and they start doing the hot legs contest. Well, before that started, I went back there and said, hey, bro, here, how many contestants we got? You know, this year we got 6. Okay, cool. Here. And we all like sizing them up. Hey, medium, small. I tell you what, bro, just here's the bag. Let them pick it out. What you don't use, give it back to me. Cool, right? So all the girls got these thongs on underneath their shorts.
Okay.
So just in case if it gets to that level, guess what?
Yeah.
They got thong. If it didn't get to that level, well, guess what? They scored a thong, a cool thong, right? Well, we put West Texas horizontally,
Okay.
and then put Shakedown
Going down the middle.
vertically.
Yeah.
So when everything gets going, they start going. Well, bingo, bro. Booty shorts,
Man, it was a hit, bro.
them Daisy Dukes came off,
Buddy.
and then you turn around on the back instead of .com, it said .com.
Yeah.
So it was all marketing, bro.
Hey, bro, that's a good marketing.
That's a great
job.
marketing.
You know?
Y'all were at, this was another show being put on by another club,
Yeah.
and y'all showed up,
Yeah.
and y'all put on y'all's own hot legs
No, it was their hot legs.
Oh, it was
We
theirs.
Bro,
just-
we branded it.
Yeah, we branded it, bro.
it.
And they were cool as hell. They were like,
Yeah.
we don't care, bro. You guys are making it happen, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was awesome, man. So then, we did that deal, man, and then it just vamped up.
Next year was
The next year, what do you got? I said, man, I got these cool idea. I said, what? So I was like, man, I kind of got a piece here and a piece there, and I'm like, bam, we're gonna wear these shirts this year. What's that? And we still got a few of those out.
Uh-huh.
And it said it had a keg. It had a silhouette of a chick, a silhouette of a girl, a good-looking girl, right? And then the slogan was, "I'd tap that." Right?
Yeah.
And then it's got the keg on there. Hey,
Yeah.
you gonna think ugly? Okay. You're gonna
Yeah.
think like, oh, the beer, yeah, bingo, right? So
There's beer, no Sescochino.
what are you thinking, though?
yeah. So then we were like, hell yeah, and everybody loved the shirts. The following year, everybody loved the shirts, man. So we did the beer thong, and then we went to an octobong thong.
Octoball, my God.
Man, dude, where 8 people would just, man, and we had them all lit up, right?
Yeah.
So it was cool. But
Girls were doing that topless, and it just got crazy. Like,
it got crazy.
boom! Like, what the hell?
I really
You
didn't
provide
like
the
it.
right environment, everything just goes great.
Everything goes away as supposed to.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't expect this.
Hey, close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Right? So and it was all people of age, of course. It almost seemed like a dang near bike rally, right? I know it was nowhere near close to that, but it was about as close as it was going to get.
It did get to the point where you had to be 18 or older.
Yeah.
And my boys, they weren't 18 or older, but they were lucky to be in there.
Yeah,
they were there. They got to experience.
Hey, remember something to talk about when they're older. I was like, you remember when Dad took us to?
Let me tell you a story real quick. We went to Heat Wave one year. My oldest boy, we went out there and I think we camped out there that year. We were just out there late because Heat Wave used to do where you can camp out.
Yeah.
Man, I'll never forget. I was like, man, what's going on over here? Just looking. 2 girls in the back of the truck. And my son was like, Dad, what are they doing? What are they doing? Of course, me being
They're wrestling.
Yeah, I was like, no. I was like, you want to see? Pick them up. Let's see what's going on. Dude, there was some guys I met later on. It was a few years. I forget what show we were at. My oldest son was with me, and my youngest one. And then they were like, man, it was up in Houston, Lone Star Throwdown, right? Is that what it is? LST. I was talking to some, because a lot of the old mini truckers brought their trucks out, and a lot of mini trucking was showing up there. And I was talking to a dude, and he was like, "Hey man, you know what the coolest thing?" He was a DJ. He's like, "You know what the coolest thing was attending a couple of these shows, the one that stands out to me the most, I was at Heat Wave, and I looked at him. He was like, and I remember Dad picking up his son, man, putting him on his shoulder. And I started laughing. I go, "This is the father-son right here."
That's hilarious.
He's like, "Hell yeah!"
That's
He's
funny.
like,
But I ain't picking him up, no.
he probably picked me up, but I ain't picking him up.
Pick me up, son.
You know, and you know, those are the relationships you build when
Oh,
you're
yeah,
out
dude,
there.
that's-
You know,
It's a bonding experience.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
You get, I mean, especially like old cats like us, and then there's other old cats out there, especially the mini trucking scene.
Uh-huh.
It's a bunch of people our age, because that's what they were doing.
Yeah.
And I trip out because I'll be talking to some guys like, yeah, my dad had a mini truck, and I just brought it out here, you know, in his memory and stuff. I'm like, damn, like, how old are we? Shit. You know,
Yeah.
like, what the
Well,
heck?
it flies by quick, doesn't
Man,
it?
I'll
Last
tell
time, you
you.
know, like my son, man, he's real mechanically inclined, you know, and he's like, he wants to go to the car show this year. And I was like, well, go, man, because he's like, he wants to. I bought him a truck, you know, bought him a 1500 Ram. And he's like, man, I want to do some stuff to it, but he's like, he has no ideas. I'm like, we'll go to the show, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And well, I mean, because I'll help as much as I can. I'm not real. Body work, dude, forget it, man. I will put the worst fucking paint jobs on anything.
You can do Bondo like a motherfucker.
Oh, I can do Bondo, bro. Yeah, I can do Bondo like crazy. I'm like, hey, you know, maybe check out how smooth it is. But don't look at the orange peel. It's all over the place. I give respect, man, because I'm like, that's some hard work, dude.
yeah.
Painting, we're trying to do this whole. I don't even want to talk about it because it just makes me. It gives me anxiety, bro. Because I'm like, God, I don't know how to do this, you know. But yeah, I mean, like the truck that I got from your uncle,
The
you know,
C10.
yeah, it's an 80 C10, you know, and man, I sat there and I did body work upon body work to that thing, and I try to get it straight, you know. Sometimes you see a little bit of ripples, and I'm like, take it back off, do it again, you know. But now we're in the stage we're gonna paint it, you know. But
That's cool, man. That's cool. I mean, and, you know, this is kind of throwing you some history of how hard we had to push
oh yeah,
to make West Texas Shakedown and to make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then to make people believe here in town, what is it about? What's going on? Yeah. We really had to put it on, dude. And,
yeah.
And the guys, man, I can't tip my hat off to a lot of ex-Exotic Mini members. I got to tell you, brothers, and I'll tell them if they see this podcast, I'll tell them all, thank you. Thank you, man, because what we did then bleeds hard now.
Yeah.
It's awesome, bro. You know, we had to go intense, bro. We had to go intense, you know, to get their attention. And then we bring it back to Shakedown. Then we calm it down where, hey, okay, now we're at home. We need to not get in trouble for stuff.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Be easy with it, bro.
Yeah.
You know, so, hey, so be it. Now, if you've been to Shakedown, cool. You've seen what happens in Shakedown, cool. If you saw what happened in Shakedown last year, wonderful.
Yeah.
You know, if you saw what happened in Shakedown the very first annual, cool. Okay, we're not going to change the show any just because somebody talks a lot of noise.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, or says, oh, they got women. And they, you know what, dude? We bring models in to model with cars. We're not doing where they're covering up or whatnot. If they walk around, they can cover up. You want a pic of that, they're going to do that. We're not going to change that because, you know, that's how it was built.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's part of just the car show in general.
Yeah,
well,
it's the
it's
culture.
culture,
That's-
yeah.
It is.
Culture, yeah.
And
My favorite part of the car show.
Think about it. And everybody has shot, oh, we can't have girls, you know, showing, you know, little ass cheek here or there. Hey, you know what, dude? That's what makes the shows. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Man. It's what makes the show. You have one girl do it, the other girl's going to do it, you know? And then if the guy with his girlfriend gets in trouble, we'll walk the other direction, bro.
Yeah.
You know, simple as that. Walk the other direction. Wait till they move out, then come down that aisle and check it out. There's always a way around it. But you know what? Since we built it that way, I tell the guys, everybody else has PG'd it too hard. You know, everybody else has, you know, went the left wing. And hey, man, we can't change how we built this thing.
Man, I like the way you say that because you're right. You know, you got to stick to your shit. You got to stick to your principles, you know, and you shouldn't have to change it to, because I've always, I mean, let me kind of just sidetrack this, but it gives me a lot of inspiration, man, because sometimes you're like, God, are we doing this right? Do I need to change something up? You know, do we need to stop cussing so much? Do we need to stop doing stuff? And I kind of think about it, you know, And it's like, no, this is the way it's being built.
Yeah.
You know, I change it up to
If somebody gets offended, that's kind of their problem.
yeah, you know, and I'm like
Yeah.
those who and the ones that I don't want to change is the ones that get offended because I miss out on the ones that like our stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so man, I'm glad you said that because it's reaffirming.
Right,
It's
right.
reaffirming. Hey, man, you do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You do it. Hold to your shit.
Yeah.
And
You know,
'cause-
you always watch out for everything that you're doing. You know, when you're gonna know when it's too far, bro, and then you're like,
yeah.
all
Yeah,
right,
pull back.
cool.
Yeah.
Pull back. Hey, pull the
I
reins,
mean,
baby.
just
we
classic.
may not want to pull back, but we know, hey, pull back.
Just
bro.
car show culture in general. Like my idea, the scene of it to me is there's a model walking over to another beautiful car to take a picture with like maybe 3 or 4 photographers following behind her. There's a little kid who's breaking his neck eating an ice cream. You know what I mean? Yeah, his ice cream's about to fall off the cone.
it's
You know?
funny because I want to take my son to look at the cars, and I'm like, the car's over here. The car's over here.
And then you walk away. You're like, that's my boy.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey,
You know?
not to nudge him. Hey, not in front of your mom.
Yeah, you won't get that in trouble. I'm not gonna be able to stick around.
We're all trying to enjoy the show.
You know, and
Here, wear these sunglasses.
so you know, hey, you got to do what you got to do, brother.
Yeah.
I mean, and don't get me wrong, man. We've thought about the girls too. You know, and you know, everybody's like, hey, you need to bring craft vendors in. You know, it's always car show apparel. And hey, man, okay, let's bring that twist in. Let's try it. Let's see if those people do good.
Yeah.
Some people do, some people don't. Just depends on the product. And then it's a hard run, dude. Being a vendor is a hard run. You gotta sell yourself.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
And it doesn't matter if it's at a flea market or if it's at a car show, if it's at a, you know, just a plain just gathering, a fiesta. You gotta learn.
Stick yourself out, man.
you've
You got to
had-
sell yourself.
I know 1 year, and I don't know, maybe it was several years in a row. You had tattooers there. They were doing tattoos.
Still are,
there,
bro.
still are.
Still
And now y'all are doing the barber. You have barbers doing shows.
We
too?
had the barber battle, bro, but man, it just didn't balance.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You know, and then I don't know enough about cutting hair, and everybody wants to get paid, and I understand, dude, for their time, and I couldn't get some folks to understand that
I mean, I'm here.
you're not going to get the money that you
Yeah.
think you're going to get.
Yeah, it's
You
more
know,
for the title.
It's more for the title. It's more for the people to have something to grow on.
Yeah.
And we tried it and we pushed really hard, and we had some good people help us out along the way. They got sidetracked, and you know what they're doing. You know, they're building the shop, move the shop, whatever it may be. And there's some good talent here, man. But it's that community of barbers and hairstylists that need to come together to make something happen.
Yes.
And there's not enough to just do a full event of that. So we tried plugging it in with Shakedown, and I'm not going to say we're not going to do it anymore. Or ask somebody to come on board to try to help us keep that part going. But at this time, this year, we're going to take a break. We're going to we're going to set aside and say, hey, let's look at how it unfolded, and then we can go back at it again if we think it's the right thing.
Yeah.
And there's different things that we brought. We brought bully dog shows down. We had cornhole tournaments. We had fajita cook-off. You know, we've done throughout the years. We've
done a lot of different stuff, man.
Yeah.
It's just not a car
Different.
show, and I think that's what people like. They come in, they see it. Well, what the heck? Hey, you know, something
Different
different.
events,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a car show, but they got this. But at the same time, you don't want to take too much away from the car show because then the car show turns out to be
Just
nothing.
a regular event.
yeah,
Not
just a
even
regular-
that. Like, I'm not gonna say the name of the show, but I went to one and I thought it was, man, the advertisement was looked like it's gonna be off the chain. I was just like, man, this is gonna be badass. Showed up to the show, there were nice cars there, but the show was bunk, like it was dead. I was just like, man,
What
the hell?
happened?
Yeah, what?
It fell off.
Like,
But-
dude, they had the right entertainment, right artists singing. They had the right cars. They plugged into the right people. They had the right people doing, you know, their contest. They had the best, some of the best out there. You know, in all the contests they had. They had tattoo artists there. It was a full blown go giddy up show.
Yeah.
But where was the people?
It was it was
bring
dead. It was ghost.
I
It
was
was
like-
ghost. The whole car show was like that. I was like, what the hell? This is
Just, I mean, what did they drop off on promoting? They just didn't promote
No,
much?
the promoting was on check, bro. It was
Okay.
key. It was key.
in my opinion, I think the gate was kind of high, but
When you say gate, like entry fee?
Admission? Spectator.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
and I think that
That may have hurt
Yeah.
I think they sold the concert more than
the show.
the show.
Oh, okay. I
You
got
know,
you.
Okay, yeah.
and that's where I think that hurt. And I was just like, man, that's kind of like that kills the show. Like for me, it's like I won't go back to that show. That was kind of lame,
Yeah.
you know. But I mean, I don't know. Other people may keep supporting it. You know, I don't know. That's just my take on that. You can't do too much and take away from one thing, because then you're not doing a show no more. You're doing something else.
Yeah, you're having a car show, but you're promoting this concert.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I got you.
But at this, you know, and we took back, you know, we decided to get away from the Battle of the Barber only so we could refocus on the car show part.
I got you. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it's hard to get a good balance, man. Once we get a good balance, once we got key people back in play, okay, then you take on the next. You know, and, hey, is that a secret for somebody out there? Yeah, okay, listen in, buddy.
Yeah.
Don't take too much, because then,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, that's kind of
it
cool
may
though. That you
not.
can sit there and go back and revamp. Does this work? What didn't work? The coordination, because I can't imagine.
Yeah.
You know, like how many people are in charge? Like how many, not well, I say a charge, but like how many people you're coordinating with to make sure everything works out.
You got to trust a lot of people in play outside of your party.
Yeah.
And those people got to believe why they're coming out there. And I'm going to tell you, man, San Angelo groups, San Angelo car crews and clubs, thank you, because they're doing their part, bro. Yeah. They are. And I'm glad they've accepted this show the way it is. And it's hard. Do we want to tone it down? Hell yeah, we're getting older and slower. Hell yes, man.
Takes longer to recover. It takes longer time to recover.
I could go to work Monday morning. Now it's like Wednesday, and I'm like,
my lower back's killing me today.
Yes, man.
That's funny.
So, you know, but do we look at it, and what kicks us in gear, man, is when that little kid there is hyped up in his pedal car, and you see that's the future right there. That guy right there, he's gonna fix that ride, man.
Yeah,
he's gonna be that. He's gonna be that dude that's gonna roll up one day to a show, because his dad brought him a shakedown, and he was in his pedal car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or his lowrider bike, or whatever it may be. You know, because now the radial flyer wagons are being fixed. You know,
I mean, keeping it real, man. Like, we've inspired as Exotic Minis one, and as West Texas Shakedown, the other part, we've inspired a lot of people in this town, man. You know, if you look back, there's a group of guys, families, you know, they saw us when we would roll up. I'll never forget, shit, I was driving my truck without a license, rolling up.
Allegedly.
We would drive up. Oh, here comes the Garcias. Oh, there's the Exotic Minis. Like, oh, damn, look at them. Man, we was rolling tight. And then you had a group of guys, and, you know, they're slanging them rides now. I mean, not just one. They got a fleet, man.
Yeah.
I'm just like, damn, all right, I see y'all, you know, and I give them props, you know. And it's just crazy, because a lot of guys here, you know, that have come up and built their rides and stuff, they got more than one ride. Yeah. It isn't just they got that one. No, hell no, they got 5, 6 rides.
All different kinds of projects working on.
And you know, and the ones that got them all out there running and showing and everything, you're like, shit, like, you got to give them props, you know?
Oh, yeah, dude. The type of money and time it takes to build something like that.
But where that spark, where that fire came, that determination, like, hey, we got to do better than them, or whatever you want to call it, we set the bar. And I think I want to say the car show scene, too, here in San Angelo. Yeah. We set the bar. You know, we've been to a lot of shows. We've been to a lot of lowrider shows, a lot of trucking shows, a lot of hot rod shows, you know. Man, we've been to a lot of different things. You know, we got our hands in everything. Our dad started out with street riding. Then the mini trucking came in. Mm-hmm. You know, then we both had lowrider bikes, you know. Hit the shows, we'd tear everybody up. They'd be like, man, there's them dudes again. What the hell they doing? God damn it. You know, we ain't going to beat them. Yeah. But now you look at everything out there, man, you're like, God, dog.
Now
man.
I'm like, I ain't building a bike.
Hell no. Yeah. Spend the same amount of money on a bike that you can on a car. You're like,
I can't wait for the future, man. I'll start seeing, like, electric cars with, you know, airbags.
Have you seen these? I've seen videos. It's mostly in Houston. People are taking these Tesla trucks and putting these wild. I don't really care too much for a Tesla truck, but then I'll see some of the stuff that these guys are doing. I'm like,
swangers
that's
on
actually, some of them do put swangers on, yeah. But some of the stuff they do to him, like, you know what? Elon Musk should talk to these guys because it actually looks good like that.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. We went to SEMA 2023.
20, not last year, 23. Yeah, you're
23.
Right. Yeah,
You talking about the Teslas and stuff? Oh man, you ought to see the crap they got out there for them.
yeah.
No kidding.
Man, you talking about brake systems? We watched the time attack for a little while.
Dude,
There was no way these fuel cars could keep up with them Teslas.
Oh yeah, they're instant.
Dude, they're instant
Yeah.
and they stop on a dime. You should have seen the brake systems that they had.
Yeah.
Talk about air ride stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, they got kits for them.
yeah.
Oh,
They
man,
got kits for them. I mean, full blown stuff for those Tesla cars.
Wow.
And they ain't from this country. They coming from across
overseas.
seas.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and they're building stuff for those cars. I was like, what?
They even had their little tailpipe with a rumble.
But yeah,
No kidding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was,
It was a rumble.
It's a 15-inch woofer.
it was an exhaust system you put on them.
Yeah,
You put it on there. It looks like actual tailpipe.
yeah.
Okay.
No
but
kidding.
It's got the sound.
it's like
Yeah.
a funnel, like a funnel for the sound. And man, you hit the throttle and it'll rev up.
Yeah,
That's
cool.
crazy.
Yeah,
man.
it was
That's
cool,
crazy.
and it sounded good. It didn't sound like crap. It sounded. I was like,
Well, it's the future, man. It's coming. It's like,
Uh,
dude, you got to like a Tesla battery. You know, it's like that's all the power you got right there. You know, I was watching this one company, man. They outfit the same thing with Teslas. You know, they make the wide body kits.
yeah,
Wider tires. I mean, goddamn, I can't even think of it's the braking, but it's regenerative braking.
yeah.
okay,
You know,
yeah,
so
yeah.
it charges the battery
Yeah,
back
yeah.
up every time. I was like, yo, this is changing the game, man.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because I mean, this whole time I thought Teslas had a damn a differential and the motor ran the differential. No, the motors are in the tires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or in the wheels, you know? And I'm like, oh, so like one goes out, it'll still drive with one. And I'm like, me overthinking. I was like, I'm still thinking old school.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got a differential, so it's got to spin the yoke, you know, to get. Nah, it's completely different.
Yeah, and then they're retrofitting all that stuff to the classic cars too.
Yeah.
They had that out there, and I was like, "What the hell?" Like,
It's
This is
a whole
crazy.
nother market. Bro.
Oh, yeah.
whole nother run,
it's crazy.
Y'all gonna have to come out with a new category for electric.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
How many categories do y'all have?
We normally so this is the thing. Everybody, and believe me, man, we want to change. We wanted to change it a while back for just to help us out. Top 50, top 75. Okay, that's cool. Top 75 is a good chunk of awards, bro. We have 110 categories.
Oh, wow.
Okay, you got your first, second, and third. You want to know the work? The work is splitting everybody up in categories.
Uh-huh.
There's not very many shows like that left. Okay,
No.
so
So you got to figure out like this guy belongs in this category.
that's
This-
exactly right.
Oh man,
Exactly right.
You
Now-
know what the worst category is?
what's that?
The trucks.
Trucks.
Everybody has a Chevy truck of some sort.
Yeah.
You got the
That's-
OBSs, you got the NBSs, you got the man.
Bubble eyes. You
God,
got cat eyes.
dog.
You got crew
The rust
cabs,
kits. This
single cabs.
this one belongs in the rust kit.
Yeah.
The patina
patina
kit.
kit. There you go. Yeah.
Oh man, it's
It's hard.
yeah,
Oh, I
It's
imagine.
work.
yeah.
Man.
You know who does that category?
This guy right here.
You put it all on him.
I put it on here.
Because I'm like, you also got to deal with like, you put these guys in a category. He's like, nah, man, my truck doesn't belong in that
You
category.
are exactly right.
Oh, man.
You're exactly right.
So
But
now-
then you gotta argue with them.
educate. Then you educate them,
Yeah.
and then okay.
So do you have like a manual? There's not a manual for that, huh?
In that head.
And then, so check this out. Here's what's changed so much about, and I'm going to speak on the truck part. You got a lot of guys doing the same exact thing,
Uh-huh.
and it makes it hard to break them up.
Oh yeah.
So you got the street truck guys, drops. You got their stock wheels, or their whatever the truck comes with, but they clean them up, or they'll paint them. They'll sit them down real low, no air ride suspension, just slam to the ground.
C notch it or
Just a
something.
hard
Yeah.
drop.
It's just a hard drop, clean interior, but you see one, and there's about 10 to 15 of them
They're just
the
like
same way. And then you get the guys that are bagged that are at a certain level, and there's about 10 or 15 of them
Of those
the
guys.
same
Yeah.
way. Then you go up to the dudes that get way into it and start doing the big billets. They all doing the same thing. There's no more of suicide doors. It's very rare to see that, which that would be a full-blown custom. There's very, shaving door handles, shaving the tail lights, shaving the tailgates, molding in wings, you know,
French antenna.
Oh, shit.
all that.
Yeah.
There's all that
remember that.
stuff.
Those are hard mods, and they're not coming out now.
They're not like
Yeah.
it's not like that no more. And some of the, not the old cats like us, probably the generation, maybe 2 generations below. I was told like, man, you don't see this stuff no more.
Yeah.
Nobody does suicide door.
So is that
Nobody-
a secret to win it? Is to be like,
Man,
you
if
wanna-
you're
different?
if you're
Yeah.
doing that, you're a big dog because nobody's really doing it.
Nobody wants to.
Yeah, I'm
do
gonna
it.
make this truck where like it lifts up, I sit down and it comes back down on me. But like, I was like, boom, ain't nobody doing that. Ain't nobody doing that.
Hey, there's over at Lone Star, the LST. There's a Ram, an old school Ram, and it does it. The whole front, like an old funny car.
Oh yeah.
The whole
yeah.
body.
Oh
lifts up.
shit! No, okay.
Yeah,
And then you
he'll
sit
drop
down and it comes back down.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
cool as hell.
Yeah, that truck is he's been working on it. And it's looking better and better every year.
Oh man, that's
And it's just like you say, where do you get the money for this, bro? Where,
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't. For the guys, and I guess I should say this, you know, as if they're inspired by the show and they want to be part of it, where do you get the money? Okay, you got to understand, you can't throw all your money into it,
absolutely.
right? So you got to work that extra bit, that little hustle that you're going to do. That okay, I'm out of work at 5, but you know what? I'm going to help this person do this to their home, or I'm going to help this person do this to their yard, or their truck, or their vehicle, or you know, now it's all technical. Hey, I'm going to build this website for somebody. That extra drive that you do, that's where you get
That's
that money.
cool though. Yeah.
That's where you got to get that money. Because dirty money, you won't have it for long.
Oh no.
Okay. But you go out there and you do that hustle. That's solid money, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna go cut some yards after
Oh,
work.
bro.
So I want that short bed over there.
That's
you
right.
know?
That's
I'm like,
right.
man, hold on to it because I'm gonna come by and pick it up.
And there is stories out there. That way,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
So that's, you know, for anybody that's out there, don't go get mommy and daddy's money.
No.
Don't go throw all your money in
You
it.
hear that, son?
But go get it.
Yeah.
Go
hustle
figure
for
it out.
Yeah.
You know, man.
It makes
you
it
know,
that much sweeter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Don't-
makes it that much sweeter.
Hey, you didn't want them pair of shoes, bro? Before mom throws it over there in the stores, go grab them sun guns, wash it up, clean them up. Mom, put these on swap and sell.
Oh yeah.
You know, something, dude. Do that hustle. Find your edge. Find that therapy that you need. Some older cats need therapy. They need to work on something, man.
Oh, that's
You
me
know,
right
they
there.
think too hard. They think too much. Go do that, bro. And that little cash that you made out of that, set it aside. Don't touch it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, he said that therapy word, man. When I went through my first divorce, me and my oldest son,
That's all. Yeah.
man, we got after it. I had a C10. It was a Scottsdale at that. It was you know, single headlight, whatever.
I remember those.
Man, we got after it. Bought the truck. You know, I bought it right before I got divorced. Me and my son tore into it, bagged it, went and bought wheels. You know,
Yeah, that's badass.
and that was our therapy. Like we got after it.
Yeah.
We did all that work. We did get to take it to not LST,
Somerville.
Tex-Mex.
Tex-Mex.
Tex-Mex. And then we were excited to get it to Austin to Heatwave because we brought it back. We came back. And I'll never forget, we pulled his van with that truck, that C10, on bags. But I was like, I'm going to do it like a hot rod style. We just kind of set it on the frame, and that was it. Didn't notch it in the back or nothing. But it looked good.
Yeah.
Pulled his van all the way up there, came back. And this was 85, I think it was,
shit,
C10.
okay. Yeah.
And we rode it, man. AC, everything.
Heck yeah.
We were, I tell the story that we showed up to that Tex-Mex, and we were rolling 24-inch wheels. Everybody at that time of C10s were rolling 22s. I think there was one other. It was a Blazer, I think. It was sitting on 24s.
See, back in the day, I used to wonder. I was like, where are they buying these tires, man? Because that wasn't a thing.
Shoot.
You
Now
know,
it's even crazier. Like,
Yeah, I was
Jesus
like, where are
Christ.
you buying these tires? 'Cause
Yeah.
I can't go to discount. I mean, you know, it's
Yeah.
like, you know, where? I mean, I guess it was a whole other thing because someone's building these tires.
Oh, yeah.
You know, now even to this day, I don't know who built the tires back in the day.
Yeah.
So I mean, that whole thing there, I was just like, where are you shopping?
Yeah.
What website? What magazine are you picking up?
It's,
You know,
it's the magazines and back. You go on the back pages and you're looking in the back of the
Yeah.
magazine. Like, all right, these
Making a phone
guys,
call to somebody.
yeah.
these guys make specialty tires, but you're gonna pay for them now.
Yeah.
Man, that's
So,
crazy.
you know, it's cool, bro. It's cool to see that's what this show has made.
Yeah.
And not just, you know, we're telling our stories, brother. We're telling our stories. Dude, we hear it at Shakedown. We got a guy that says, man, I come to your show. I back your show up. Because you know what this show is? This is my family reunion.
Oh shit. Okay.
My daughter comes into town. My son comes in town. My brother comes into town.
That's cool.
You know, there's people that like, we live here, they live there. They come here
Just for this.
and with their rides
That's cool.
for this show.
Yeah.
Man, you talk about sitting back and hearing that, bro. It eats me up, bro. I'm like,
And a lot of people don't know about that. You know,
Yeah.
oh, look at these guys. You know, you got the outsiders like, oh, look at these. But, man, you don't realize what
What he's doing.
It's a
Yeah.
bonding moment, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
it brings people together.
That's
You're
cool,
like,
dude.
you want to know what works? That's why it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why, man. There's no magic. It's the love.
Yeah.
And the tightness that these people are doing. And they're doing it here. San Angelo, here. West
Yeah.
Texas Shakedown. Wow.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? And then we're sitting here like, we never would have thought it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It grew.
Right,
It's
yeah.
grown. It's
Yes.
grown beyond what you could have thought it would have
Yes.
been.
Oh,
and
yeah,
and believe
definitely.
me, bro, I'm not sitting here and telling you Shakedown is the best show ever. No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to tell you that. You know, I think it could be better.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I sit there and I'm like, I'm just glad for what it is
Yeah.
and what it's became.
I go to these shows, man. You know what fascinates me? When they do all these work to these trucks, right? And I sit there, not to my son, right? I was like, look, man, you can take any, none of the, like a lot of these guys didn't go to college.
Yeah.
Right? They didn't do all that. But check out the ingenuity, man. I was like, they're doing stuff that people with degrees are trying to figure out.
Yeah, for real.
You know, I'm like, look at that truck over there. I was like, fucking, you know, just I mean, because an engineer's not going to cut that frame.
Nope.
You know, he's like, oh, it ruins the integrity of the frame, is what he'll tell you.
Yep.
But that guy figured out how to, you know, he strengthened that fucking frame. He welded it up right. He fish plate, like the ingenuity that comes out of places like that. And I was like, man, you can probably go to any one of these guys here, right, and say, hey, I got a fucking problem. Hey, this is whatever, and they can show you how to fix it.
Oh, yeah.
They'll say like,
Definitely.
man, yeah, you can't pick up a goddamn book and figure this out. He's like, but somebody out here figured out something
Yep.
that it's literally passed on. Like you were saying, some guy does one thing and everyone else does it because what they did works.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, it's like you're not going to find that. You got engineers out there that didn't even go to school.
Yeah.
They didn't even graduate.
I think that's the benefit of being in a club is because you'll have guys like that you can, hey man, I've got this issue. You can bounce your idea off them. Oh, I've had that before. Let me show you how I did it. You know what I mean? And it's like,
yeah, it's,
you know, it's
yeah.
like that's kind of a benefit of being in a club or knowing somebody in a
Right,
club
right.
because maybe that they've already had that problem. They can help you figure that part of it out. So yeah,
It's just mind blowing because you know I talked to my son. I was like, you don't have to have a college degree to make something, son. Man, all you have to have is ingenuity and figure out. Hey, man, I have a problem. Figure out the solution.
Yeah.
You know, that's one thing that my dad one time when we first got our shop going together. You know, I was with my dad and my brother. We were in the shop, and man, I was always working on stuff. My boys, they go in there. My dad walked in there one time, and I think we were doing a lift on a truck, and we knocked it out quick between the three of us. And my dad was like, "The hell, I did that fast?" And he was like, "Can you do my truck? Bring it in." Jumped on his truck. We lowered it. He was like, "God damn, that was fast."
Yeah, I was like, well, man, why'd y'all struggle to do y'all's homework?
So, you know, my dad had never seen me and my boys work together, you know, because I would never really discipline my boys in front of people. You know, nobody really knew the conversations I'd have with them.
Yeah.
You know, and granted, my boys, my oldest one went to UTI in Houston, and my youngest one went to Hallmark in San Antonio to be an airplane mechanic.
Okay.
That was totally left field for me when he said he wanted to work on planes. I was like, what the hell? Where'd that come
Yeah.
from? But
You're dropping LS in that plane?
hey, but you know what? If we was to open a shop, he would drop that job,
And come back. Yeah.
that career, and do that. And he almost did it one time. I was like, no, son, let me see about getting this thing going like before you do. But him with his knowledge now, because he did go to school to work on planes. Well, there's no gas station in the air. You got to be on point. You got to be perfect. There's no shop that you can just pull in while you're flying. So guess what? His skill is now, you know, all the wiring, all the technical stuff, and being perfect. You're gonna do it right the first time because there's no room for mistakes, no errors. That's what he brings to the table.
Yeah.
When he comes down here from San Antonio and works, he's just like, Dad, why are we doing it like that? You got some way better? Yeah, well, show me shit. Like, let's do it.
And it's great, man, because you need them to go. Like I always told, you know, my kids, right? Your dad's your teacher, right?
Yeah.
But you always have that other person whether it be at a job, you know, whereas like, hey, no, we don't do it that way. We do it this way. There's a procedure the way we do things. Yeah. So when they bring that back, you're like, damn, man, he's really getting it down, you know, but someone taught him that. Like my teacher was my welding teacher, Alan Eckert in Edison. Dude, he's 42 years old, man. I remember his name. I remember what he sounds like because he was like straight up, man. He was just like, no, what he told me, I welded something up, right? And he's like, grind that shit off. He's like,
straight up.
Yeah, man. He's like, I know you're being lazy and I know you do better work than this. He's like, grind that off, do it again.
Yep.
And he's like, well, I was like, well, goddamn, I just welded. He's like, no, man, I'm not going to let you put shitty work out.
Yeah.
Because you're better than this.
That's a damn good teacher.
Yeah, man. I said, and I remember that, you know, and my dad was a great teacher, but I had the other guy, you know, just like the one that wasn't at home, the one just like, no, we're going to do it this way. And sit there and explain it to me and stuff like that. So when it comes to like building shit, dude, I'm intricate with it.
Right.
You know, wiring, not so much. You know, because I didn't learn that, you know. Yeah. So he's like, well, I'll teach you how to fabricate and I'll teach you how to, like, man, it was crazy. If I wanted a trailer, like I'm sitting there going, right, and I'm like, damn, that's a badass pipe trailer over there. You know, and I would call and be like, how much is a brand new pipe trailer? $7,000. And I'm like, nah, I'm going to build one.
Yeah, for real.
And I'm like, I want something, you know, like that other trailer. I'm going to build it. I would never buy shit. I would always build it.
And you know what? That's what a lot of these guys do.
Yeah, man.
You know, I want that. Oh, shit, man, I ain't going to go pay that, man. Let me do this real quick.
I was like, bro, you know how many yards that is to cut? How many websites I got to build for that?
And I'll be honest with you. That's how I learned. Yeah. Back to the story with my little Mazda pickup. And my dad said, now we're going to cut it up. I was like, I want it. Guess what? I learned how to do it.
Yeah.
I had an uncle. Figure it out. I'll weld it for you. I didn't know how to weld at the time. Shoot, once I learned how to weld, forget it. It was on.
Forget it, man.
Yeah, it was on.
Like I say, I can weld from a crack of dawn to a broken heart.
So the thing is, on Shakedown here, man, everybody says, oh, it's a car show. My car's never going to be good enough. Or I'm still working on it. The word that we hear, I'm still working on it.
Oh, yeah.
It's not ready for the show.
That's forever right there.
I'm like, bro, you're exactly right. You'll never finish. But you know what? The cool thing about this is when we brought Shakedown down, people were like, that car ain't even painted. Ooh. And we were sitting there like, that's beautiful.
Yeah, you know, I get that.
Yeah,
bro.
See that? Dang, that's nice. Well, we already knew. He rolled up. Yeah, it's rusty. It doesn't look hot. He drove up. He dropped that thing on the ground. You still go look at his suspension, and you're like, what the hell did this guy put under this thing?
Yeah.
And you're talking about totally fabricated work that was out on another level. So this car, whether you're a beginner, whether you have wheels, you darn look stock, okay? We get a lot of criticism. Oh, man, that Shakedown, they don't have custom cars. They got a bunch of street cars. Look at them closely, man.
Yeah.
Look at him closely. That guy may be a street car, but if that guy never entered that show that first time, go back in 5 years and see his car in 5 years.
The progression, yeah.
Dude, that car is going to be, oh, that's the same car?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's the same car. But it takes, this show is built. Bring what you got.
Yes.
Remember what was the first shirt? One of the shirts we had was "Take Pride in Your Ride" or something like that.
Yeah. And
that's good.
And dude, that's all we ask of this show. Dude, I'm going to tell you, we've had world champions at this show. We've had featured TV cars at this show. We've had burly running vehicles where they were just pushed in and displayed at this show. Nice. This show is for car enthusiasts. At whatever level, whatever you have, the key thing, does it roll? Is it cool to you?
Yeah.
Bring it.
Because I guarantee you, someone's on a bike looking at your car and be like, damn, I wish I had that car.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, and creativity, man. We had, oh, my God, bro. You talk about ICE and Trump throwing everybody, oh, my God, across the border. Okay, so this is where I'm going with this, man. Last year, bro. I'll never forget this Florida guy, man. First time, Spanish guy, hey, I want to be a vendor at your show. Hard-working man, dude. You know what I mean? Hey, cool. We're open to it. You got a spot? right there. Bam. That's where you're going to sell your stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, my phone blew up all of a sudden in the middle of the show. He didn't want to walk out of the building, bro. And I was like,
Why?
what's going on? Raymond, you didn't call. You didn't tell me that immigration was coming out here. And I'm like, what, bro? I didn't call immigration. I didn't call the Border Patrol, man. Well, there's a car out there. Well, bro, guess what? Some crazy dude painted his car like the Border Patrol car, and he called it booty control. Yeah. But this guy don't know how to read English, bro. So he looks at that car and he's like, "Oh, I ain't going outside, man."
That's hilarious.
And I'm over here like, "Oh my God, man!" I go back in there and I tell him, "Dude, you're okay."
Yeah.
They just fixed this car to make it look like a Border Patrol car, and it caught me off guard because I
Booty
walked.
Patrol.
Yeah,
You're okay unless you got a booty, though.
yeah.
Then you're in trouble.
So I mean, I walked out there and I'm like, what the hell? Who let that guy in, man? Yeah. And then I start walking up. I'm ways. I start walking up to him like, oh God dang it, man! Let me go tell him he's all right, man. He's all wanting to load up his stuff and go out the back door, bro. And like, easy, bro. We're good here, man. Be easy. But it was so cool. I was like, creativity.
That's creative.
Creativity,
Yeah,
bro.
that's funny.
It's cool. I think that fella's gonna come back again this year, man. But I thought it was so cool, man. I was like, hell yeah, man. This is something to see, But things like that, dude, is what you find at West Texas Shakedown.
Yeah.
You it's a culture that's being built. It's everybody in every car scene coming out and enjoying the show and being there together, man. And it's a 2-day show. But man, in that 2-day show, we try to put enough together to make things balance out. And, good food at a decent price. We try to keep our cost at the gate low enough so that way you can get in the gate and still spend money with these people. Eat there. You don't have to go nowhere. Sit down, chill out. There's picnic tables out there. This year new, San Angelo Idol.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Okay. So San Angelo Idol's a big thing. We haven't thrown it out there just yet. So right now, San Angelo Idol's the deal.
You heard it first.
Yeah,
What It Do podcast.
yeah. You heard it here on What It Do. You got singers coming out, bro. So, it's going to be a big karaoke deal going on. There's karaoke competitions. This guy came up to us. He said, man, I need a pre-stage crowd, brother. I need people with an open mind. I need people of all ages. He goes, let me in.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I think
bro,
that's gonna be pretty cool.
say no more. We got you. Yeah. This is what it's about, creating something new so people can grab onto it and build on that, man. And this guy's like, I want San Angelo Idol. It's something I'm building. And I'm like, you found a home. You found a home. We got West Texas Shakedown. You found a home for it, brother.
Yeah.
So build it, do it, and if it grows and it's in the planning as he talked about and he pitched it to me, I think it's going to be pretty cool for some.
That sounds like it, man.
It's
yeah.
going to rock. I think it's something. He's got something there, man. Talent, bro.
Dude,
there's
talent. Oh, there's a lot here in San Angelo.
Yeah, there
man.
is, man. There's a lot. I mean, in every which way, it doesn't matter. Building cars. There's so much people.
Oh, yeah, man.
That can do a lot of things, man.
Dude, it's the building the cars, the musicians, the graffiti artists, the artists that are in here, man. Just there's a ton of. It's mind blowing. Doing this as long as we've been doing it. Dude, the amount of people that sat in that chair, they're just like, that's fucking mind blowing.
Talented people.
Talented people.
Yeah.
Kind of see all walks of all life.
Oh yeah, man. The stories.
The best thing about doing this is
Yeah.
like getting to meet these people and like just the talent that everybody has, and then they're all local. Most of the people here are all local.
And the brains, bro. Like it's just like, hey, someone can coordinate. Like you guys, you're putting a whole event together.
Yeah.
Like how many people do you expect this year?
Man, no telling, bro. It's hard for us to keep count because they come in the back, they come in the front.
Oh, okay,
and
so
we're
they
sitting there and we try to tally up. We give so many passes. Like, I mean, big secret. I guess you can't keep a secret, but it's no big secret, bro. People don't understand how many passes are given out. Like you have an event like this. I mean, I'll ask you guys. You've been to the event. How many passes do you think that we give out?
Oh man, see, I'm gonna lowball it because I mean, to me, it's like, hey, the passes are exclusive.
Right.
I'm thinking 50.
Right.
Yeah.
50 sounds a lot to me.
Yeah,
I would have said about
lot.
100.
Okay.
That's what I
So
think.
right now here, What It Do gets 4 passes.
Hell yeah!
See that?
Look at that.
But I'm gonna call out the number on this pass. You start out at 497.
No shit.
Wow.
What? Damn. That is crazy.
I didn't skip the package. I didn't skip around. We started from number 1.
Wow. Hey, thank you.
What It Do gets 497, 498, 495, 496.
Wow.
These are not pre-sale tickets. These are tickets that go to people that sponsor. These are people that go and that are part of the event. And just like you guys, y'all make it happen for people.
Man, I appreciate it.
This
That's
is it.
That's
That's
badass.
awesome,
man.
That's what it's like. That's what those tickets are, bro.
Yeah.
There's no money here.
I wouldn't
no
have.
money.
I wouldn't have guessed that y'all give out at least that many.
That many,
I was
yeah.
like
That's
maybe
crazy.
100. Like
And that's a low. And that right now, we're not finished.
wow.
That's a low right now.
No kidding.
Yeah. We average about 800 passes given away.
Wow.
Wow.
Dude, that, man, that just tells you
was
how many
mind-blowing.
people are there,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, and a lot of these sponsors are responsible for that right there.
Well, thank you, sponsors. Man.
Yeah, actually, I
Yeah.
wanted to hold up one of these. Let me hold up this big one. Tell me if it goes into focus, Tiffany, so that way you can at
Okay.
least everybody can see the poster because the artwork is pretty awesome too. on
It
these.
is. It's in focus.
Is it in focus? Okay.
Yeah, it looks
So my truck looks like
It's
one on the
awesome.
bottom.
Yeah. Who does y'all's artwork?
Brother.
Yeah.
We got one of the best in the game. This guy, he is so talented. All the world champ
Awesome.
cards right now are using this cat that does that artwork.
Oh, really?
And I ain't gonna lie. Once again, why hide the secret? I'm not gonna lie.
right.
That artwork, before we put it on paper, just to get that artwork here, that's $2,000.
No kidding.
Wow.
Wow.
That's $2,000. It'd be a little cheaper with one vehicle, but we put 2. It's $2,000. That's just artwork. That goes on our shirts. That will be on our show shirts.
Yeah.
Right there. That is, and it will look just like,
It's an investment though.
you know, that right there is key.
Yeah.
It's a key point. Everybody, anybody in the game, dude, y'all's artwork, it's awesome. Well, man, thanks to these guys, they pay that artwork, brother.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? They pay that artwork. You know, thank those guys because it's expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Our shirt
Oh,
count, it's not 100 count. You know, man, dude,
yeah.
dude, you know, it's up there, brother.
And not
I
only that,
imagine.
you see those shirts everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, you go to Dallas, San Antonio, Houston, you'll see those shirts. People will wear them shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. And to say like the other earlier that you're international, man. That's because, dude, could you imagine? You know, just going to another country and be like, dang, look at that.
Yeah.
That's our
Yeah.
shirt.
Yeah.
See your shirt over there? That'd be crazy, man.
Yeah, those, you
Turn
know,
on the other side.
It gets 2 different pictures on the front and back.
yeah, we've got another one out. It's similar, but we've got another one out. And I mean, man, I guarantee you, bro, the creativity that our graphic artists do and put all this thing together, man. Man, it's hard. People are like, you get this one out of town. Some of it, yes.
Yeah.
The rest of it, no. It's here. You know, people work hard. People have grown with this. Our DJs, bro. Tell me when you go to an event, how many DJs they have.
Man, there's not much.
You know, you
Maybe 2.
Yeah, maybe 2. Yeah.
if you got it, this year we'll have 5.
Wow.
No kidding.
5 DJs, bro.
Dude, that's going to be
And that's cool, man,
That's
because you're gonna get a variety now, and you have it like that, like a big variety.
We got 5 DJs, bro. Tell me, I mean, it costs money to
Yeah.
plug
yeah.
that up, and people don't see that. But if we're missing 1 or 2 DJs, oh man, it was kind of quiet over there. I don't know, something was weird about
Yeah.
the show. But only we know.
Yeah. You know, but it's
Where's the
hard
noise?
for people to really
Take-
understand what it takes to put this together.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, man, don't leave me let that fret because, I mean, they don't know. It's hard to process.
Yeah.
You know, what goes into something like this. 'Cause
Hey.
like, oh, man, you just call people and put it together. I was like, no, man, it's a work.
Is this a year's worth of work,
Bro,
At least?
we take a break, and the turn of the year, we start talking about it, and we start rolling the ball. This year, got a little sidetracked, got a little, you know, people trying to do what we do, people trying to piggyback off of this event, people trying to sabotage this event in one way. You get it every year by different folks. It's hard when you got to deal with that type of stuff. the good part about Shakedown, it's consistent. It's known now. People, you know, they're waiting for it, and we sit there and the stress level hits us as a group, and we're like, do we do it?
We're a bunch of older cats, man. We're not young. We don't. I don't think we got a young.
Even our young one is in the 30s.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like we up there.
Yeah.
Well, the good thing is y'all have. There's a lot of people there. Y'all can stretch that load out. You know what I mean? Because on one person, I couldn't imagine.
No, it's too much. You know, and at this level, like, you know, anybody can put together a show, but you got to understand what it's involving in this, man. This is sleepless nights. This is traveling late back from wherever we're promoting.
And a lot of people don't understand that part. Like, a lot of people don't understand that the work it takes to get something at this level, you know. And, you know, you got some group of guys that are starting to pick up their game here and there. But, you know what?
Watch out.
We've been doing it how many years now?
Well, way before Shakedown.
Yeah.
We've been doing it. We know what the run is. We know what the hustle is. We know what like you said, sleepless nights, the headaches and everything. Like,
It still doesn't get easier.
No.
it
It only
doesn't.
gets harder because the hardest part of any event, the hardest part is meeting that expectation for the following year.
Oh yeah.
So build it easy, fellas. Whatever you build, you Tamale Fest here in town, that's badass. But build it easy. The menudo cook off, build it easy, baby. Because once you get it growing too much,
It can fall apart. It can fall apart real quick.
Yeah.
In anything, you know, concerts and whatnot, build it easy. You know, because you can pitch a one-hit wonder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Come back the following year.
Yeah.
Repeat it. That's what key
It doesn't
is.
count unless you back it up.
Yeah.
You
That's
know?
right. Yeah.
You know, and average show, it doesn't matter what show we're at. Average, 5 years.
Okay.
If you made 5 years, you're more than likely going to be able to keep going. Will you ever have it down? I'll tell you right now.
Heck no.
The minute I think we have it down and we got it all in check, here comes that curveball, bro.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it'll get you. And you're like, oh, not this now.
I did not see
Not-
that.
Yeah, or this happened now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there's artwork. We've switched with 3 different artists, bro, throughout the years. 4, I should say. And you know, we got one of the best silk screeners in the nation.
Yeah.
And they won't touch this.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So it makes us leave here and not hold it here. So it makes it hard on us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, it makes it hard on us. So we sit there and we're like, wow, can we pride ourselves in this? Hell yeah, bro.
I would.
This is awesome, man.
Yeah.
And these guys that do it, they're all about their team up. Of course, they're getting paid, but hey, they're happy they're a part of this, you know. Another thing that's big right now that everybody's kind of like, I didn't realize y'all did souvenir cups. Every souvenir cup has our artwork. There's a few people that's got them. That's cool. But now that we've been putting them out on social media, the cups are cool as heck, man. And we're not raping nobody, man. It's a $3 cup, $1 refills.
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
Come
Not at
on,
all.
you know, all day long, all weekend long, hold the cup.
Oh shit. Okay.
Come get a refill for $1, dude. We're not here to price gouge and sell you a
Where's the
$3
Modelo
cup.
at?
Yeah, you know, So it's crazy like that, man.
Yeah, that's
You
badass.
know,
man.
and you know, I don't want to go in the alcohol bit because that's
Yeah,
something that's something we got to keep.
Oh no, I was
keep
just
that.
fucking around.
But it's true, you know. I'm glad that we're able to allow our contestants to be a little free. They got to do their part.
Exactly. Yeah.
They got to do their part. So if you come to the show expecting to buy an alcohol beverage, you won't be able to buy one.
Yeah.
But you know, our contestants, you know, you got those guys are the ones that make the show.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. So, you know, if you have an event, crazy part like this, we have food trucks and trailers and people selling food. Well, they're hustling. They're trying to make that money. But we do not tell our guys or the people that are coming in the show, hey, you can't bring a McDonald's bag in, okay? But if you bring in a barbecue pit or, you know, grill or something, because you're part of the show, you get to cook for your crew or your people.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that hurts our food vendors, but our food vendors are good, brother.
Yeah.
You know, they hold it down.
Yeah.
They know what they're up against. They're up against that crew cooking for everybody. But am I going to make better tacos than they do? Am I going to serve better barbecue than they do? And they bring it up. So when you go to Shakedown, you're not going to see 12 food trucks out there, bro. You'll see a minimum no less than 4. We average 4 to 6
Okay.
because we want them to at least make their money back and come back.
Right.
Yeah.
Fair.
Gotcha.
And then we really critique who's going to be out there because we want people that serve the people.
Oh,
Right,
I got
yeah.
you.
You
Right.
know what I mean? It's, once again, key secrets, guys, that are following our shirt tails. These are key secrets that we have. I'm not going to hide it. We can't hide it. If you're smart enough, you're going to see
Yeah,
it.
you'll see it. It's there.
You know what I mean? But try to put it all together. That's the
That's the
ticket.
secret. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
that's
You gotta execute it.
Yeah.
You can't just
Yeah.
we're gonna do it like this. No, it's got you gotta execute the plan, you know.
yeah.
And that's what, I always say, like, hey man, somebody else can do it, somebody else can try it. They're gonna talk the big game. They still gotta execute.
Yep.
You
And
know,
that's the key, man.
Yeah,
If
you can't execute.
you can't execute. Then what do you got?
yeah.
Yeah. And then we
You know?
sit there like, please, somebody make a good event so we can attend it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
please create an event so we can be part of it. Don't think we're going to sit back and boycott no event.
Yeah.
We want to go have fun so we don't have to travel 3 hours away to have a good
Oh
event.
yeah, you're right.
We want somebody.
And we
to
don't
step
want to
up.
work it.
And we don't,
Y'all want to go
wanna
enjoy
enjoy it,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
don't
enjoy
ask
it.
us to judge because we're busy cooking and eating over here.
Yeah,
brother.
enjoy
You
it.
know?
Heck yeah,
You know,
that's badass.
Please step up to the plate to make it happen. you know?
Man, that's a good note right there to end on because, dude, I really appreciate you guys coming on.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Thank you.
appreciate the car show every year.
Thank you.
Everything that you've done, man, the work, God, I couldn't even imagine. Like, props to you guys. Props
Thank you,
for
man.
putting it all
Seriously.
together.
Will you let everybody know everything that's going down, when, where, times?
Right now in social media, we're going to be posting up our lineup, our itinerary, what's coming down as far as live entertainment and the entertainment that we're going to have. We do have once again, we got food, we got beautiful models coming in. That's key. We're not going to ever shy away from that.
Yeah.
We have tattoo artists out there. We have vendors coming out selling their crafts and whatnot. And we have guys bringing in their accessories for hydraulics, for lowriders, bags. We have guys that got LED lighting, new lighting that's coming in. We have a bunch of good vendors out there. We're going to try to keep the show going with events that we have, watermelon eating, jalapeno eating, things of that nature. We got hop contest, car hop contest. We've got the bed dancing contest. We got wrestlers, bro, semi-pro wrestlers. They've been a part of the show. They've been a spectacular portion of the show that I've only sat down and watched a couple of matches, but it's very entertaining. And
People love it.
oh, dude,
Yeah.
They can't wait for it.
they
you know?
can't wait. It's now once again just like this Idol deal that's coming this year. We brought in same way years back. Hey, what do you think about wrestlers? Now it's a key plus to our show.
Yeah.
We got inexpensive drinks. We got awesome artwork on the shirts. Help us get rid of it. I hate storing this stuff. So we have all these people coming in from out of town, out of state, Oklahoma, New Mexico, all around San Antonio, Dallas, Del Rio, Corpus. We have them up here in Oklahoma. We have them out. Amarillo's coming down. Name a big city, and I guarantee you
They'll be
somebody will be here from that
Man.
big city.
That's awesome.
That's badass, man. So, hey, this weekend, make sure is it?
No,
not this
That's
weekend.
no. So it's going to be September 27th and September 28th at the San Angelo Fairgrounds. Is that right?
Fairgrounds. Not the Coliseum. We're going on the Fairgrounds, the Midway,
Yeah.
the big Gandhi Inc. building, the pavilion, and down the Midway, man.
Man,
Are y'all still doing Dragway this year?
Dragway has their own sanctioned event this year, but get ready. Stay tuned.
okay.
Stay tuned because we got something coming.
Heck yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. And we'll also have the sound-off bass competition going on as well.
Man,
I missed those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, yeah.
We just got the clearance last year to bring it back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, come on, you
It's
got
coming.
You got to let us have it, and
Yeah.
thank you Stock Show and Rodeo Association for lifting the flag and allowing us to bring it back. It's all about the venue, bro. We like to do a lot of things. We like to bring a lot of stuff. We can't do some of that stuff. I know people see it everywhere else, but you're limited to your venue.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, and we're trying to do our best. Every year we try to do our best to bring something to you.
Heck yeah, man.
Hey,
guys, thank you for listening. Go check out the West Texas Showdown or Shakedown.
Shakedown.
West Texas Shakedown. And, man, hey, we'll see y'all out there.
Badass.
Yes.
What it do, baby?
What to do?
What it do?